Roundball Wrap on KEZI 9 News.
Oregon High School Boys Basketball Coach of the Year is Mr. Craig Rothenberger.
Junction City head coach Craig Rothenberger being honored as the National Coach of the Year tonight in his 44th year as a head coach. Incredible. We'll get to that game in just a bit. Good evening and welcome to another edition of Roundball Wrap. I'm Jake Zibin alongside Eric Elkin.
What a night of basketball it was here in our area with some really great finishes, including our KEZI 9 Plus Roundball Wrap Game of the Night.
But first, we're going to start at Marist. South Eugene winners of 10 of its last 11 taking on the Spartans. Pick it up in the fourth quarter. Eli Leininger gets the ball close to the top of the key. One dribble, knocks it down, pulls South Eugene within two. Couple minutes later, Cameron Smith, the crossover, gets his defender in the air and finishes and one. Cameron all fired up. Marist up one now. Next play, South Eugene down by two. The ball rotation. Mason Green Richards for three. Axman up one. Just under a minute to go. Closing seconds of regulation. Marist with a chance to win, still down one. Get it to Tyler Dennis in the corner for the win. No good, but Mac Hudson is there for the putback at the buzzer. Marist wins 63-62. They're rushing the court. Coach Bart Pollard, a very happy man.
Our kids just stayed and played in the moment, which is the thing that we talk about, and we're ultimately able to make a play at the end that won it for them. So pretty exciting.
Never been in a part of a game like that. Like, that was insane. I mean, feeling was awesome. I can't explain it.
Springfield visiting Willamette, and another good finish in this one. It was our KEZI 9 Plus Roundball Wrap Game of the Night. The first half was all about guess who? Chaney Wyatt showing off all his skills. First, the 18-foot jumper there. Then off the Cam Ferguson miss, Wyatt will come flying into the picture and get the putback. He had all 8 of Willamette's first quarter points. End of the first quarter, crazy scramble for the ball. Ends up in the hands of Garrett Davidson. Looked like a backcourt at first. And then Davidson off the backboard and in at the buzzer. Miller's lead 12-8 after 1 quarter of play. Second quarter, great hands from Tyler Johnson for the steal. Then up ahead to Wyatt. We've seen him do it twice. How about a third time? Slams it down. Chaney Wyatt, his third dunk on Roundball Wrap Games of the Night this season. Willamette up 15-12. Fourth quarter, game winding down. Will High up 3. Jake Brands for 3. Hits. Wolverines up 40-34. Springfield trying to come back. Taylor Travis in the lane. The spin move. Yes, gets it to go. Cuts the lead to 2. 40-38. Same score, 3.2 seconds left. Miller's inbounding. Travis for the win. No good. Willamette wins 40-38, snapping a 4-game losing streak.
I can't be prouder for them. We're down there on the bench, and they're talking, saying the things that I would say if they didn't beat me to the punch. So, you know, they're smart, and they're disciplined, and they're hardworking kids, and just a pleasure to coach. I'm a lucky man.
Got another dunk. You like doing that for our cameras? Is that your thing?
Yeah, I think it is. Saw you guys here, so I was like, you know, I got to get one in.
We like that attitude. The Sheldon Irish carrying a 12-game winning streak into North Eugene. The Highlanders just 1-18 this season. Sheldon already up big in the second quarter. Jordan Alexander for 3. Sheldon's up 31-6 all over the Highlanders. Sheldon really playing good basketball now. Logan Davis around the end dishes fancy pass to Frank Bornstein. Sheldon up 33-8. Then Matt Fahrenberg trying to get something going for the Highlanders to Brett Snyder in the corner. Snyder drives baseline and one, but North still down big. Then Joey Butterfield down low to Snyder again. Snyder misses, but Riley Lucille McCool is there for the putback. It is not enough. Sheldon, 13 in a row, 81-36.
Thurston making the trip up to Portland, and the Colts lose a close one, a nail-biter at Lincoln, 51-48 the final there. And down south, Roseburg falls to South Medford, 46-42 the final in that one.
Now with a wrap-up from Mid-Willamette League play, we're going to bring in Steven Nelson live in the studio. Steven?
It's been a streaky year for the two-time defending state champs from Corvallis. Win a couple, lose a couple, win a few, lose a few. Well, they took a 2-game win streak to Lebanon tonight, trying to keep things going. Marion Clark and the Spartans made the drive down 34 to take on the Warriors. First quarter, Mather and Langley to Andrew Laney on the inbounds, muscles his way for a couple. Corvallis up 4. Warriors respond. Ball gets kicked out to the wing. Marcus Frazier, just a freshman, for 3. Yes, Lebanon within 1, but then it's Laney again on the feed from Langley for 3. Yes, sir. CHS back up 4 later. Henry Rondeau feeding Sterling Miles down low. Spartans lead back up to 7. Lebanon made a run, though. Tyler Romeo. Oh, Romeo with the lay-in. Then it's CJ Hargis. He's going to find Kendall Leopard down low, but Corvallis pulled away to win their 3rd game in a row, 58-39. West Albany rocking the pink tonight in support of breast cancer awareness. Crescent Valley without Tanner Sanders, and the Bulldogs took advantage. End of the 3rd quarter, Chad Sherwood, he had 29 points, including 6 threes. West A led 40-18 going into the 4th quarter. Chad's brother Nate getting involved on the feed from Jalen Schlegel. Then it's Cody LaHoda. Mate, that name sounds familiar. He's the quarterback on the football team, knocking down the triple there. West A up 25. Raiders, they had a hard time finding points until it was pretty much garbage time. Jacob Wood getting into the lane, friendly roll, but just all Bulldogs all night. Bulldogs getting some bench contributions as well. Brady Young, the fans were calling for him once he got into the game. He gave them what they wanted, a couple points. And Schlegel, he had the assist earlier, the spin move and the left hook, shaking his head. You can't stop me. Crescent Valley couldn't stop the Bulldogs either, or their pink jerseys. 70-42 the final. That'll do it for Mid-Willamette play. Jake and Eric, back to you.
Thank you so much, Stephen. Love the pink jerseys. Now to 4A play. Junction City hosting Sisters. Tigers looking for their 2nd league win of the season. Junction City ball early on. Cannon Sights hits the 3, first bucket of the night on senior night, a night that their head coach was honored as the National Coach of the Year, as we showed you. A few minutes later, Taylor Coates with the rebound. Joe Van Rass lays it in transition, cuts the Sisters' lead to 1. 2nd quarter, Coates distributing early, now hits the 3. 1 point Tiger lead headed into halftime. 3rd quarter, Ted Ansel and 1. Junction City up 18-17. 4th quarter tied at 25. Desmond Walker on the block gets the roll. Tigers up by 2, and Junction City wins on senior night, 39-31. So that is a look at the boys' action on this evening. Some awesome, really thrilling finishes tonight.
Great finishes. I mean, we could tell we're getting closer to the end of the season. These games seem like they're getting better and better, more and more on the line. But coming up after the break, we'll check in on what the girls did, including the 3rd meeting of the season between 2 of the state's best, Willamette and Springfield. That's after the break.
Now, Roundball Wrap on KEZI 9 News.
This is for the babies, and you're watching Roundball Wrap.
I didn't catch who they were, but those guys were awesome.
It was at Junction City. I appreciate the American flag.
We should have them on the
America
show every week, I think. Welcome back to the Roundball Wrap. Jake Zivin alongside Eric.
We took a look at the boys' action before the break, but the Midwestern League girls played their games last night.
And for the 3rd time this season, 2 of the best in the state squared off. It is probably the best girls' rivalry in Oregon. Willamette and Springfield, they split those first 2 games this season. Of course, a rematch of last year's championship game. Freshman Autumn Baumgartner, the finger roll, cutting into a 12-point Millers halftime lead. Then more from Baumgartner after Lexi Bando gets blocked. It's Baumgartner in the corner for 3, cuts it to a 10-point game. Later in the 3rd, in transition, Baumgartner catches in the corner, pump fakes, and this is how you score with Mercedes Russell in the post. You float it up. Springfield lead down to 8. Baumgartner had 8 in the 3rd quarter, but Springfield extends its lead in the 4th. Not through Russell, but through Ashley Ritchie. That put the Millers up by 14. And every time Willamette threatened to close the gap, Ritchie responded. Lead back up to 14. Russell was triple teamed all night. She didn't have her normal scoring output because she has to kick it out. Ball swings around to Ritchie, who makes it 45-29 Millers. 10 in the second half for Ritchie, 13 in the game, and the cherry on top. off the miss. Richie, a rare miss in the second half. Russell puts it back up and in. Richie will say that was a pass. Russell finished with 14 points, 10 rebounds as Springfield takes round 3, 47-31.
We might see a round 4 sometime in the future. Hannah Rodriguez signed to play ball at Seattle Pacific yesterday, leading Sheldon against North Eugene. Ashley Land is going to play at NAIA powerhouse Vanguard in California. Gets the steal and the layup. Sheldon out to a 19-2 lead. Second quarter now. It's Rodriguez from Land. Quick 3. Irish lead up to 20, 22-2. Then great ball movement from the Irish. Shelby Bartram cross court to Land, who drives and finishes, makes it 24-4. Then off the North Eugene miss, Rodriguez full court pass to Mariah Moore, who lays it in on the other end. Sheldon doubles up North Eugene 62-31. And one other game in the Midwestern League last night, South Eugene holds off Marist at home 56-47 to improve to 7-5 in league play. The Lady Axe still behind the big 3 though in the standings: Springfield, Willamette, and Sheldon.
The Roseburg girls heading down south to take on South Med for this game tonight. First quarter off the miss 3. Roseburg's Ashley Bracken grabs the board, gets a little fade away to drop. South Medford up big, though. They're one of the better teams in 6A in the state. Ashley Bolston, great take to the bucket. Too easy. Panthers lead 11-4. Still in the first, Julissa Tago on the drive found her sister Luisa for the score down low. 15-4. Panthers lead up to 11 still in the first. Then in the second, Shelby Snook and 1, but the lead cut only to 21-8. South Medford up. Then to open the third, Bolston again drives and finishes. South goes on to win 71-50 over Roseburg. Now with a look at what happened elsewhere in girls play, we're going to bring in Lauren Michler live in the studio. Lauren?
Well, Jake's sisters drove out to the Tigers at Junction City. They beat them on every level tonight. Well, the Tigers did anyway. The girls' varsity game, probably the chippiest game of the night. Really did feel like a rivalry game, obviously. Not one, considering the geographical distance between the two schools. These are the senior boys trying to raise money for March of Dimes. And there they are, the Tigers leading. And that was Alicia Dvorak. She didn't waste any time there. She adds 2 to the Tigers' lead. Sisters didn't trail too bad, though, early on. It was a tight game, like I said. And fourth quarter, Junction City's Elise Nord hands it over. That was Shiloh Slaker just inside 3-point range. She'll hit the jumper. That one is Harley Rowe. She gets a 3-pointer here, and I'm all over the place. There's Harley Rowe. All right. Junction City maintains their momentum. Christina Puderball, tonight's scoring leader for Junction City. She gets the layup there. Tigers take the win, 38-33 over Sisters. And it was a pink out at West Albany Crescent Valley girls game as well tonight. Ashton Signer and co still unbeaten, but they trailed early. Signer hits a cutting alley Nelke. Raiders are up 2. Then Signer with the out to Lauren Concert lays it in, and we're all tied up there. Signer gets some of her own now. Blows by the CVD, bucket and the foul for her. Bulldogs up 3. Then Crescent Valley. They're hanging around. Annie Owen. Tough shot. Raiders are now down 1, but the Bulldogs just too good. More Signer. Extends a lead to 3 later. Corey James is looking for somebody. Decides she'll just give it a shot. She nails the 3. West Albany stays unbeaten. Tops Crescent Valley 45-30. Well-played games and close games for those ladies tonight. A lot of fun to watch. Guys, back to you.
Thanks so much, Lauren. One other score in Mid-Willamette League play. Corvallis beats Lebanon 51-37.